All right. So at this time, this is the Mill Hill Building Committee for October 18th. Starting time is 6:35. I ask us that we rise, face the flag, which I guess will be behind us. And Heather, you can lead us in the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. We have to do a couple of housekeeping things. We have approval of minutes for 9/2/22. And Sheila, do we have another one to approve too?
Yes, you need to approve the July 19th minutes because last month in August we did not approve any minutes because it was a special meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Melanie makes a motion, seconded by Heather. All in favor of approval of the minutes from July and September, say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstention. All right. Project update. Is Rob on the call?
Yep, Jason, I was able to get back in.
All right.
So
Update us.
at this, sorry, were you going to say something?
Nope, go ahead.
All right. At this point, we're basically in project closeout. A couple weeks ago, we had the roofing manufacturer back through. That was a successful walkthrough, so we should be getting the official warranty any day now from them, but there are no outstanding items with the roofing manufacturer for the warranty. We also walked the back landscape area, and Jason, I know you have a couple questions and some stuff that you were talking to Amar about today, but overall, the landscape architect basically said that we're substantially complete on the landscaping in the back. And then the other item is we've wrapped up commissioning, so there are no commissioning meetings, no commissioning outstanding items at this time, so the building is fully commissioned. We also walked through the building department. They had a couple items for CO, for the final CO that were kind of minor that we've addressed, and we're looking to get them over some paperwork in the next few weeks before the end of the month. So we're working through the CO process, and right now, based on initial feedback, it looks like it's going smoothly, and there's no showstoppers or any major concerns to bring to the building committee attention.
All right, I like to add on to that. So I walked the property with the Board of Education and the board, and with Mark later. There are a couple of issues that we are looking into. We'll have answers for shortly. One is in the library. We are missing shelving for the final shelf. And Mark is going to give us an update on that.
Yeah, I talked to W.B. Mason on that through the grapevine that he got his information from the installer. The installer dispatcher was told it was done. That's what we went on. When we called back, she talked to one of the other workers, and they're missing the left-hand side brackets. They know that they're missing. They should be in this week, and they should be over to install. Once it is installed, they are only going to be installing two shelves per section. I know the librarian has asked for an additional shelf per section, so that we may have there might be an ask for that to supplement additional shelving and some backstops for the shelving.
What's the delay time, did you say? I'm sorry.
No, the left-hand side should be here this week. So
this week, okay.
Should be done by the end of the month.
Nice. If we need to add on, we can talk about that part, which it's only a shelf. A shelving unit, not the shelf. The shelf itself, not the whole unit. We'll just add on. Second thing is on the back outside the playground, the one that was donated by that family for the school. There's that green, I want to call it turf, that when the Board of Ed came, it was all muddy and stuff, and someone almost swiped out and stuff like that. One, as parents, is that normal back there after a rain?
Yeah, but then they'll just close it and we'll let the kids on it.
I haven't seen it, but it was always fairly green.
Oh, is it covered in mud?
No, it's like half of it. Some of the runoff from the rain. You had a lot of mud on it.
It's muddy.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't say it should be covered in mud. Is that what you're saying?
No, it wasn't.
pretty clean.
It was this one. I think because of all the rain over the weekend, it was kind of not covered, but deep enough. So we thought we had to replace it. Apparently, from what I'm hearing. So what Mark is going to do, we're going to get it cleaned up. We're going to look at it again.
Yeah.
Armar and them don't think it needs to be replaced, and I can just update the parents. The BOE on the findings there.
Yeah.
All right.
I've reached out to Gilbane on that, and they're going to talk to Colosale about cleaning it. Some of it is the sediment
coming off. Okay. Other than that, are there any questions for Rob or myself or Mark at this time on the project update? None? Also, just to confirm, Sal, the town is comfortable with the school interior and exterior at this point?
As far as I know, it is acceptable.
Okay, so it is acceptable. All right. Okay, any other questions for him? All right. Number 4, approval of invoices. Mark. He's showing a picture of the thing.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. We have multiple invoices. We have Gilbane's invoice from September, which is a combination of August and September, of $161,985.42. We have 3 Silver Petrocelli invoices. There was a backlog on them, and this catches us all up. One from January of $27,353.82. One from July of $2,119.28, and one from September 1st of $2,366.72. And then we have 2 Collier's invoices, one from August and one from September. The August one is $2,961.25, and the one from September is $1,270. And then Van Zelm is $165.07, and that includes $72.07 for reimbursable, so we'll need to increase the PO by that amount. And then Myers, this is the final moving. This is the final invoice from Myers to get the books back on the shelves of $4,542.50.
At this time, I'd like to ask for a motion to ask questions of the invoices and vote on the approval of the invoices.
I'll make a motion.
All right. We have Melanie and Heather seconding. It's really going through here. Any questions for Mark on any of the invoices? Any questions from the building committee? Hearing none. I'm sorry?
Just to confirm, all as budgeted, usual, or?
I guess with the approval, we'll need to increase Van Zelm's PO by $72.07.
Okay. Other than that, it's all as expected. Okay.
Any other questions for Mark on the invoices? Any other questions? Hearing none. I could take a vote. All in favor of approval of the invoices, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions? The ayes carried. Invoices have been approved.
And that was for a total of $202,764.06.
Great. Number 5, item 5, approval of proposal. Mark.
We don't have any. This was, we talked about this earlier about holding back some money for landscaping, the library, and there was
So the landscaping, just to go back a little. The landscape over the summer had to be redone because of the drought conditions. Everything dried out. They came out and reseeded. The town and us, and obviously I heard from some other members too, there are some patches of landscaping that may need attention in the spring, pending what grows in, what grows out. After talking to Mark Gilbane today, he's confident, says if we set aside $25,000 for landscaping, specifically for landscaping only, if something happens, that will be the amount. So I make a motion to, I guess, approve withholding $25,000 and automatically spend it where needed without exceeding $25,000 only on landscaping. And I'd like to open that up for questions.
I don't have the questions, but I've just heard that people might like a little bit of dressing up in the front of the school. So I would say that if there might be an additional small amount of money that we could have even in addition to that $25,000, I think it would be very neighborly.
Okay. Front of the school as in this front or?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, we're going to have to wait until spring to look at this, right? But we can hold off the vote until you hear item 7 on what I have an idea, which obviously not everyone has to agree, and we can do whatever. But we can table this until after item 7 if we're uncomfortable to vote on that. Is anyone uncomfortable with voting on this item right now?
Only if there's more to come.
We don't think at this time there's more to come. The library will be done. It sounds like the playground mat is fine. It seems to be normal, and I'll relay that message. And it does need to be replaced. We can always readdress that at the November meeting too, because I want to hold one final one and things like that. Is there any other objections or questions to that?
I'm losing track, Jason. Do we have what's left in terms of budget or contingency? It
would be held within our contingency, right?
Yes.
It'd be held in our contingency, and obviously it'll only be used for landscaping, and it won't be used towards anything else. And with the ultimate goal, obviously, not to spend it all. But Gilbert is confident that if we really, $25,000 will really basically almost reseed most of the field, is what they're gathering. Sure. We don't think it'll be a problem. So, and according to like what Melanie is hearing and stuff, it seems like little, maybe, I don't know, small dressing up. Maybe a bush here, a rose bush there, that kind of stuff.
Low maintenance greenery.
Low maintenance greeneries.
Got it. I could use some of that at home.
Hey, that's how people get in trouble.
Are we, because if 25 cushions for back there, would we add 5 or 10 to the 25 for up front?
Again, hoping not to use it.
Hoping not to use it. It seems to be it's more up front than in the back. The town is approving kind of likes the back. It's the front that we have to worry about because they did come out once or twice to resod, and they actually watered and all that stuff. And things seem to be growing in pretty well in the back. But again, it's just to evaluate it in the spring, and instead of waiting to get the money approved, we just want to move forward. And if we have to approve more money, we will, after you hear what I have about item 7. But if you're uncomfortable with it, we can wait till after item 7. You want to wait till after item 7?
Yeah.
All right.
The thing I would add, I couldn't get into my budget block to print out the financial status report so this afternoon because it was being reconciled. So let me get that out, and that way that'll tell you where you're at with everything as far as what's left in the contingencies and what's left in the budget.
Okay. So why don't we I'll make a point of reference to move item 5 after item 7. That being said, item 6, approval owner change order. Mark?
change order 29, there are two ATPs on it. One is for ATP 261, which is the rework of the gas line in the back of the building, removing some of the, what was it? It was a valve or two that got removed and made basically a straight pipe. It looked like a Rube Goldberg contraption, and now it's a little bit less than that. The other one is ATP 229, which is just the reconciliation of the library ATP. There was an allowance for Conacoustics to strip the wallpaper, do any drywall modifications that work to the drywall underneath the wallpaper. That came in. There was a $20,000 allowance on that ATP, and their work tickets came in under $5,000. So this is just the give back of $15,000 for this ATP. So total owner change order is for a credit of $4,193.
A credit of $4,093.
193.
We'll take it.
I'll take that. At this time, I'm going to ask for discussion and to vote on approval of owner change orders. I have a motion.
I'll second.
Heather first, Melanie second. Questions for Mark? I think we're all happy with a little credit coming back, right? So, hearing no questions, any questions? Hearing none, I'm going to ask for a vote to approve owner change order. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions? Okay, approval of change order has been approved. Item 7, discussion of the 2023 committee schedule. So here is the scheme of things. We're basically done. Waiting for a little shelving, and now that we have information on the playground, I can go back to BOE, give them that update. Basically, it's the spring landscaping. So what I've done from the old building committee, I plan on going in front of the BOE to give them an update. With the town's blessing, I'm working with Sal on that. We are going to give the school back to the town with the understanding that we're still responsible for the landscaping in front, with the monies that we can approve to use to fix it or change it or does what has to be done. At that time, we cannot then go in. I cannot go in front of the Board of Selectmen yet to disband the building committee. However, in 2023, I'd like to make a motion or make a suggestion that we do all special meetings, which we won't need to be, but that Melanie, myself, and Jeremy stay on more active so we can make sure if something has to get done, we'll just move to 25,000 and start saying okay and get things done. And then what I would have to do is sometime after in the spring, I'll bring us all back together. We have to vote on completion of the project officially, and then I'll go in front of the Board of Selectmen to disband the building committee. Are there any questions or objections or suggestions for 2023 on what I just said? And obviously Sheila, because I asked the town clerk, she'll stay on as our recording secretary as needed. Any questions?
Makes sense
None?
to me, Jason.
All right. So we'll still have a November meeting because we'll hopefully have some answers and completions on the turf and of the library, right? And then we can definitely give everything an update. We'll make it more official in November. So what I will do is I will withhold proposal number 5, where I ask for $25,000 until November. It seems fair now after talking it all out. but just to put it out there. All right. Any questions? Anybody from the building committee with any questions? People on the call, Peanut Gallery, any of them? All right. So in honor of Harry Ackley, do I have a motion to adjourn? Heather, second by Melanie. If we can all meet again November 15th here at the school, it'd be great. We can also do a final walkthrough too. And that would be it. So all in favor of adjournment, say aye.
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 Opposed? All right. Thank you much. Have a great night.